Hi, welcome back. Today I have my girlfriends with me. I have Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hi.
And Timmy. Hello, Timmy.
Yeah.
These are my wonderful birthday pictures from September. Timmy is the person to thank for those. Thank you, Timmy.
You're welcome.
All right. So the girlies and I today we're delving into raising the girl child, then versus now. And I know we're all in the UK, but I grew up in Nigeria. I think you grew up in Nigeria.
Yes, I did.
Did you grow up?
I did too.
Good. But now we're raising. Sorry, I'm gonna have to start again. Yeah. Today we're talking about raising the girl child then versus now. A lot has changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So growing up in Nigeria, I believe we all grew up in Nigeria.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You?
definitely. Niger brought up.
I grew up in Enugu, Nigeria. Consequently moved to Lagos, but so far today for life.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to throw this out. We're talking about how we were raised versus how we're raising our daughters today. Yeah?
Yeah.
So my first question is, growing up Nigerian, what were some of the core values that were, imbibed in you, maybe by your mom, by your dad, by society at large, family, growing up Nigerian as a girl, what was it like for you at the core? I'll start with Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
Okay.
For me, well, we all know the basic one: respect and greeting people. In fact, as a matter of fact, whether you respect the person or not, you have to greet. Hey, my mom takes it so personal, and sometimes I'll be like, do we really even like this person? Not like we do. Like when this person leave, we don't like the person in the household, but you must greet as a girl. And it's not just greet. You do the no, it's not frustrated. I don't know what the word is. You know the yeah. Yeah, thank you, my sister. You don't just even say good afternoon, Auntie Olivia. No, that's disrespectful. Good afternoon, Auntie Olivia.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
In school or even at home?
No, at home. At home. My mom would make sure whoever came to the house saw you doing that. So it was a must. You have to greet and greet properly. So that's for my mom. Core value number one for us is greeting. Respect it, because there's some people that, to be fair, in my heart I'm like, what the heck are you doing here? But again, my mom will make sure you are properly greeted when you come to my house, and at least you will feel respected. Whether it's from my heart or not, you will feel respected. So that was one of the things my mom, growing up in Nigeria, my mom really instilled in me as of then, compared to me raising my daughter now. Like here we're a little bit mild, a little bit softer with the girls. Like I'll tell my daughter, because I even think it's easier to say hello than saying good afternoon. I mean, she's just 2. Good afternoon, Auntie Olivia is like 5 words at a time, and she might not even get to the 3rd word before she's like, what's going on here? So I'll just say hi, Auntie. And it's really it's interesting that the aunties are not offended. They'll go like, hi, just back home. Hi, Auntie. You're either expecting a knock, conk, or some form of scolding for saying hi, Auntie. It has to be good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, Auntie Olivia. With the thing I was talking about.
Genuflect. Can you show us how?
It's like this now. Good afternoon, Auntie Olivia. No, the Yorubas greet. I don't know, but we do that, and like for men don't do that. Men will somehow just bend their head a little bit when they are greeting, but women, for us, my mom will be like, you have to also do that, because it's like you're not giving the full package if you don't do that. And
okay.
Oh well.
Okay. So we'll go to you, Jay. What was it like growing up in Nigeria as a girl? Did you have brothers? Let's start from there.
No, I don't have a brother. We're all girls.
Okay.
So Nigeria, as a girl, you must be domesticated.
Okay.
The must. I've never seen parents raise their girl daughters to be domesticated. If you're not domesticated, you're seen as not wife, like nobody's
Not
gonna
wife
wife.
man. Okay.
Yeah, but here in the Western world, the mothers don't care about that. When I meet some girls, they tell me, or some ladies, I don't cook, I don't like cooking. You know, you can't say such back home where you're coming from. You can't say I don't cook, I don't
Yeah.
like cooking. Okay, it's okay to say I don't. My daughter doesn't like cooking. She doesn't cook. You know. Yeah. So it's one thing. Have to be domesticated. Know how to do all those chores. In Nigeria, chores are meant for girls.
Yeah.
Here in the UK, it's not a girl. Like if you're not interested, then fine. You're not interested. It's not her thing, and you let her be. Yeah. That's one of it.
So I'm going to tie it in a bit with
Okay.
my own experience. So we're 4 girls and 1 guy.
Yeah.
And growing up, my brother did a lot of activities. I think I want to talk about the disparity in like fun. Boys were considered more entitled.
Yeah. To have more.
Oh yeah.
Boys were, when I remember in my brother's, they bought him a bike and he rode the bike all the way to school from Abu Street to Wani.
Mm.
Do you understand? And I wanted to have a bike, but who that my brother had a boy rest. I don't know if you know what boy
I know
rest
what
is.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I'm a Barack child. Definitely.
So he had those boys, like the 4-wheel boys.
Yeah.
He was cruising around the street when we were much younger. When it was time for like bed rearing and things like that, my brother had like a cage
Mm.
for birds, and he would set traps outside, trap the birds, pigeons, and put them in. So for me, growing up as a girl and just witnessing him have all those kind of fun, enjoy all of that,
Yeah.
it was like I was looking into what I wanted for my life, and the one that gets me the most is gaming. I'm a big gamer even now. I play all sorts
Oh,
of
really?
games. Growing up, my brother had all them games. There's no kind of game you will not see.
Mhm.
But the idea that this game is for the boy.
Yeah. Anyway, he was the only boy.
He was the only boy. He was the only boy, right?
But he was spoiled.
So he used to, he was kind of spoiled. He used to have a lot of his friends
Yeah.
come to the house to play games. I would be waiting for Tom. Mortal Kombat. And I'm deadly at Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I will finish you. Sub-Zero was like my favorite character to play with, But it really never got to my turn. And my brother would have fun with his friends. And then it's like, as a girl, you get Barbie dolls and things like that. But the more interactive games, the more kind of go outside and play was more for a boy child. Okay? And
Funny enough, for me, it was a little bit different because I'm a Barack girl and I have brothers. So I remember episodes of playing football with my brothers. At some point, because I was a good runner, forget this body now. I was actually a very good runner back in growing up back in Akwa Ibom. So playing football, running with boys. I know there were times, even all them fighting games, my mom would make statement like, "You're a woman, no, nobody, you will not be a children if you don't this. They will match you. This, they will." So my mom used to warn me, but again, maybe we. Okay, how do I say this without making my parents look funny? We didn't have access to video games as such, so it was more of like things we created. So the barracks, the playing with there was this very popular one where they do like a tournament but it's with the
battery,
cover. Yeah, so
ball.
my brothers, they play all those things, and I used to have my teams.
You would make
Yeah, so I used to. So there was, my parents really didn't care for whether you were a boy or a girl. It was mostly when it came to the the deadly ones, like having to like fight, martial arts, all this, and that's when my mom would be like, "Don't play those games." But other than that, maybe if we had video games, I would have known the difference.
So, but one thing I'll give my parents is that they let me, in particular, well, all of us, all the ladies, but especially me, I like to go outside and play. There wasn't, unlike today, where there's a lot of helicopter parents and you want to know where your child is and what your child is doing for time.
Yeah.
You know, they would just let us go outside, play. So I got a lot of actual outdoor playtime. And that kind of seeps into who I am as an adult today and how I relate with people, you know, hosting events and things like that. I'm outgoing, I think, partly because I was let outside. Although when you're coming in, my father will knock you. Yeah, you will collect. He used to go like, Ada, you coming? Chidera, you coming? Junior, everybody will collect. But that doesn't mean the next time we're not outside, you know, playing. I had lovely neighbors. Okay. So I want to dive into something that's a bit tricky, but I believe we'll do it justice. So when it comes to sex education, the formal information that I got from my mom was Chinwa. I said, yes, mommy. That means you know you're beautiful. I said, yes, mommy. And then she would say, you need to be, you know, putting yourself together. You know, you're becoming a woman. And she told me, if a man sees your laps, that means you know you're very fair. You know you're very fair and you know very bright. If a man sees your laps, you're pregnant.
Nigerian parents.
It took me several years to realize that that's not what it takes. But for years, I believed that all it took for me to get pregnant was for a man to see my lap. So I gathered my
I mean, you'd have been pregnant like 80 billion times. By now.
I won't long child that I covered my laps with all that I had in me because the day they see my laps is all over.
Nigerian parents.
So that's it. That's all I ever got. I remember being 18 in the university, and I came home. We were living in Calabar at the time, so I came home to see my family because I was in the university then. And I was looking at my mom. By then, you started having crushes, you know, boyfriend, things like that. I was looking at my mom, and do you know what I was wondering? I was like, I'm still a long way from marriage. Ask me why. Why? Because I did not have breasts. I did not have breasts.
Are you serious? At what age?
At 18, I was a very late bloomer.
Are you serious?
Very, very late bloomer.
Wow.
Yeah. I was just very fair, very skinny, and very cute, like very portable, very, you know. Yeah. I remember looking at my mom. My mom is very elegant. If you know my mom, even now, she's tall. She's, you know, if she walks into a room, she has a presence. So I remember looking at my mom and saying, this woman has boobs, breasts, you know, this, that. For me, that's what made a woman. I just thought to myself, I can't get married yet until I start seeing breasts and bum. It's funny saying it out loud, but there are lots of things I will think and I didn't open up to anyone. Yeah. Because these, for me, that would have been a good conversation
to have with your mom.
To have with my mom. You know, I thought I couldn't be a mom because how am I going to breastfeed if I had this little tangerine in my chest? I didn't know, and I was 18, so that's the age of adulthood, isn't it?
So the difference with today kids of today is they wouldn't get to 18. I mean, first of all, school system here will teach them at 8. Yeah. If they don't teach them at 8, they will Google it. By 18, I mean, if you're lucky at 12, your daughter should be Googling these things. So the question your child will probably be coming to you with is, why don't I have breasts at this age? Or why don't I have certain, you know, things at this stage? I don't think they'll keep it. And again, you know, kids here, they're very vocal.
Yeah. They will ask.
In fact, too vocal, as a matter of fact. Sometimes I'm like, Jesus, can you just hold back a little bit?
Do you know I think if I'd asked my mom, she would have been happy to have that conversation.
I don't know your mom so well, but I think women of those 70s and 80s,
they won't.
They are shy to talk
They wouldn't. That's it.
talk about this place with their daughters.
Yes.
Because most of us had the same experience. They didn't come out try to say, oh, this is that. Because they can't say it. They feel shy. They want you to know it, but they are too shy to come out plain and say, this is this. So
it almost feels like
most of us found out maybe what we're taught in school. I remember they taught us about menstruation in school period and everything. My mom didn't say anything to me. And at that time, I was staying with my auntie, my mom's younger sister, at one point. She said the same thing. If a man, she didn't say if a man should see your lap. She said if a man should touch you.
Oh,
But she was saying that to me. I knew what she meant because we've been taught in school.
okay.
You know, then in school, sometimes because I went to a girls' school, they come to, the teachers teach us about, changes
biology
and
and
all that.
things.
Sometimes they come to share parts. I remember before I even project came to share parts, some of us were like, okay, what do we do with this? So when my auntie was saying if a man should touch you, you'll be pregnant. So I already
You already knew. You're already a baddie. Hey, Ngozi, you're already a bad girl.
You know the right thing doesn't make a bad person.
No, like a baddie. Like you have this information already. In fact, you could even lecture her at that point.
But that has a negative effect on us.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to. I have two daughters, and I don't want to be that parent.
Yeah.
That's not free to talk about
Anything, everything.
with my girl children. So because let me take it back. I've lost my thought. We move.
See, the thing is, I think you people even have a better, I won't say better, but I still feel like your experiences are better than mine. I had a traumatic one. It was my dad.
Oh.
Yes. So when I saw my period, that was one of my most rebellious stages. And thank God for my mother. I hope that woman has really forgiven me, because now looking at the fact that I have a daughter and looking at all the things I did to my mom, I keep praying, I hope this woman forgave me from her heart, because it was my most rebellious stage. So my mom didn't even want to engage. So when I saw my period the first day, I mean, it started from a lesson. I think I was preparing for GCE then, and it started while I was away for lesson. So I came, like Ngozi said, I already knew, I knew what was up. So I just went in, had my shower, so we had someone that was coming to the house to help. Then one lady from Delta. Then so immediately she saw the way I was moving, she was like, what's up with this one? So she understood that something was going on with me, but I didn't speak to my mom. I think she now went to tell my parents that, it's like Timi has seen her period, and hey God, I'm still traumatized even at 40. Jesus, I am. My dad and my mom, after having dinner that night, just came like, we need to talk to you, in my head, like, no complaint came back from lesson. I was there. And I came back home. So I didn't branch anywhere. Like sometimes when your parents say they want to talk, like you start reflecting, you replay the events of the day. So I was like, everything has been checked today, so except for this. But again, I know I didn't tell them because I felt like I already knew how to handle things. It's not to wear pad and wash pad and make sure you shower. They taught us. My dad came and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're a woman now." I'm like, "Okay."
At 12, at 11, at 13.
You're a woman now. And I'm like, dude, what is this about? So okay, and now the way you are, your mom is here. If you meet a man, by meeting a man, if you sleep with a man, they didn't go about the lap thing. It went, as in, that's what I'm saying. I got my hard blow. If you sleep with a man, you have a child, and that's the end of your life. You won't go to university again. All the things you want to be, in this life, you have to choose between man and book, you cannot hold the two together. Dude, now in my 40s, can hold the two together. But as a teenager, I think the way my dad said it was like, it's like you have to you have to define your life now. Like, is it that man or book? And I'm like, are you done? Thank you. It was just sad, and I don't want. That's why I'm so close with my daughter. I mean, I know she's only 2, but I want just to be able to tell me everything. Like everything, even before she smells it, like she's telling me, "Mommy, I feel I can smell something." That's the kind of relationship I want with my daughter, and I pray God help me, because that thing traumatized me for a very long time. You can imagine having been, lectured about period by your dad and your mom in a meeting.
Oh, yeah.
It was a meeting. It wasn't a side talk.
It was a formal sit down, like an intervention. And sometimes you start getting the sense like you've done something wrong by even seeing it. Like you've entered an exclusive club that you're not quite sure if you fit in or
did I not mention, obviously, after then, the I won't say inspection, but again, there was just an extra eye on you. It's like, okay, now for sure something can go wrong if you break their trust. So there was an extra, where are you coming from? Or why were you not here? Did you say you were going this?
That's not what she actually made.
And for a rebellious teenager, which I was, so you can imagine what I had to deal with.